The Calgary Police Service is seeking public assistance to identify a man wanted in connection with a groping incident on a CTrain. The 31-year-old male victim in this case is developmentally delayed and disclosed the sexual assault to a family member on Monday, December 28th, a day after the incident. At approximately 3:10 p.m. on Sunday, the victim boarded a CTrain at the City Hall station, where he was followed onto the train by an unknown man. The man sat next to the victim as the train departed the station, and while mobile began to grope the victim, the man also made sexually explicit comments to the victim. The suspect exited the train at the Max Bell station, while the victim continued on to another stop. With assistance from Calgary Transit, investigators have been able to gather CCTV footage of the suspect's behavior with the victim prior to boarding the train. It is believed the victim was targeted based on his special needs. The suspect is described as having brown skin, approximately 35 to 45 years of age, roughly 5 feet 10 inches tall, with dark hair. He was wearing a dark colored toque, dark colored hoodie, blue jeans, black hiking shoes, and a dark gray or dark blue winter jacket with white trim down the sleeves and across the chest and back. A photo of the suspect is available on the City of Calgary newsroom. Anyone with information about this incident or knowledge of the person in the photo is asked to contact police or Crime Stoppers.
How much of the actual act was caught on video, or like you're confident this happened through the video, or I mean, how can you distinguish this just isn't hearsay?
The statement provided by the victim, the video provides information prior to the victim and the offender boarding the train, and post the offender departing the train at a separate station. And that information seems to match up with what the victim is telling us. We don't have any questions with regards to the credibility of the victim at this point.
Were there other people on the train or witnesses?
There may have been other people on the train or witnesses. At this point in time, that's one of the things the investigators are trying to determine. If there are any potential witnesses to this case, we're asking them to come forward and assist.
Was it a busy time of the day? Was it rush hour? Was it?
Approximately 3:10 p.m. on a Sunday. I don't know exactly how busy the train was at that time, but it's very possible there may be witnesses to this incident.
It must be alarming that the victim is an incredibly vulnerable person in the middle of the day.
It is. I find it very disturbing that this victim may have been targeted as a result of his disability, and that him being one of the more vulnerable members of society, it's of great cause of concern for the police.
Do you believe there are other victims?
It's possible. It's unknown. I don't have that information at this time. If there are any victims of similar incidents, we encourage them to come forward and call police.
Has it been difficult to try and get a description from the victim? Like, obviously has developmental disabilities. Has it been hard for the police trying to get the details for him, obviously with his background?
One of the things that pleases me about this file is that the family was able to identify a change in behavior with the victim, and they were able to assist investigators in obtaining the best description and best version of events possible. So the family was a great help in this investigation to date. And investigators, while it's not common, they do have training in dealing with atypical situations with regards to victims.
The video doesn't show this suspect communicating with the victim prior to boarding the train. Does it show them together at all, talking?
The video at the City Hall station does show some interaction, does show the offender engaging with the victim prior to boarding the train.
If a member of the public sees an incident on the train where somebody with developmental disabilities is being harassed, or in a situation like this, what should they do? What reaction? Should they get involved, step in, call the police?
It can be problematic from a safety point of view to step in. There are help buttons on CTrains, and a person can always phone 911 if they believe a situation is developing where themselves or another person is unsafe. And police can attend and assist and determine what's happening and make sure everyone's safe and investigate further if needed.
Sorry, just to be clear, was there surveillance video on the train as well?
On this particular train, no.
Most of these groping incidents are completely random from what you guys tell us. It sounds like this person is sizing up the victim before they actually committed the crime.
That's one of the items about this file that's of the most cause for concern, is this victim may have been targeted as a result of their disability.
And sorry, the actual incident of groping was on the train?
That's correct.
Oh.